standard snap, or what I call essentially the jab shot. I use it as a jab to keep range and to allow me to set up for other shots. Okay? I want you to go ahead and essentially throw a flat snap at me. Okay? Now, throw that flat snap. This time, I'm going to step away. You continue motion. Go. No, I'm going to step away. I want to see where your sword goes. Ready? Go. Okay. So your flat snaps, you're throwing through and throwing this angle. Okay? Now, here's the key with this is when I throw this flat snap, ready? I'm going to throw it. Okay? Now, if you step away, this is, go ahead, step away. You notice that it stays high, hand breaks down. Okay? It's just like if I was standing here. Okay? Same thing. Hand breaks down, wrist turns down, but you notice that all my force is still going into you. Okay? Instead of through you. By throwing through you, what's happening? How's your recovery coming? Exactly, because now you have to pull back, right? Where mine, okay, this time, point your fingers at me, and all I want you to do is throw here, okay? Sword, up, again, hand up, sword tip in front of your head. Elbow off your body. Right there. Now push your pin down overhead. Okay, and turn. Ready? Back. Sword tip right there. Okay, elbow up, slight turn. Go. Okay, now what you're trying to do is you're pushing the whole arm. Okay, again, this is just pushes the arm, comes forward as the tip comes forward. Okay, the idea is just push the tip. Okay, hold your arm out, hold it way out. Now, turn that hip, turn your hand down and snap the shot. Right, come on, hard. Okay, again. Okay. Exactly, okay. Same thing happens from this position. Hand up. Sword can have to be right up here. Elbow off the body. Push the tip. Okay. Ready? Push the tip. Right in that spot. Sword. Forward. Forward. Good. Push. Okay. One. Sword's back over my head. I'm going to throw that same shot. You block it. Don't let me hit you. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Okay, now what? Ready? Look at my tips in front of my head. Ready? Okay. A lot less time to react. There's a lot less to see. Very much so, because that angle, here I am, hands, almost like a Japanese style blow. Hand is, yep, ready, back. Okay, swords, see how so far the sword's back? Have it. Sword back. Sit, hold your hand straight. Hold it. This is what you're going to do. Elbow turns in, here, and back. Okay? Yeah, good. There we go. Sword forward. There we go. Right, after the recovery, you block. Okay, so now what we use that for is a jab. Ready? We're going to fight a couple rounds. And that's essentially almost the same move you just show your hands to the flatter. Okay. Block side. Get the idea? So I set up the jab, jab, set up for the leg. Okay. Right, do the same thing. Sword forward. Exactly. Don't move that back front forward. Okay. Also, don't put your sword straight up. Pick it up. Elbow too. Good. Right there. Push it. Because it's the same idea. You instead of trying to get your offense, I'm going to do it again. You block. Here we are. See how? They're looking for that on side. Okay, it's nice and high. And again, we're delivering a lot of this. Okay, right there. Now, a lot of places you can't hit hard enough with that style of shot. But you remember, we get a lot more concussion because it's not doing this. Okay? sorry, but it's not traveling through. It's traveling down and in you. Okay? And then later you add shoulder, you add leg, but primarily at first, you make sure that your opponent is scared. How important is foot position? Well, remember, the reason why we throw the jab is for foot position, right? Ready? Sword up. Okay, right here. Good. From right there, weight on your back. Right, now shift, throw the jab. Okay, sword forward a little more. Shift to throw the jab. And then back again. Okay, pull all the way back onto the back leg. Ready? Back leg, back leg. You're out of range. Good. No. You stay where you are. Right there. Okay. Sword forward a little more. Exactly. Okay, now watch. Weight is back here. No weight on the front, and then you shift forward. Okay. Feet closer together. No, not that way. Exactly. Yeah, that's the way to hit. Watch. Make your feet linear for a second. Yeah, like pretty close to linear, or get into your normal stance. Right there, right? Okay. Now throw your hip at me. Now, based on that thrown into the hip, your hip power is actually probably traveling right here, because that's as far as you can turn it. Now put your foot forward and out a little more. Now throw your hip into me. You notice now all the power is going forward, which means also your shoulder, right? So no longer are we here and swinging. We're here and pushing and driving. Does that make sense? Keep your feet like that. Weight a little bit on your back. Don't lean forward. Lean forward as you push your hips. Remember, this is your center. Push and throw. Push. There you go. Again. How'd that feel? Now, get in your normal stance. Sword back to where you normally have it. Throw that same thing. Same thing. How's that feel? That is strong. Get back into what I just showed you. Sword tip forward, elbow a little off your body. There you go. And again. Double it up. Do it again. See how fast it comes back? Because your center, okay? Your center is here, okay? Europeans developed the idea of essentially posture. Good posture means we're like this. Problem with this is it moves our center up into our chest, because that's where we're worrying about standing, okay? A couple things happen. First thing, by doing this, we actually constrict our lungs a little bit. Okay, you can't get as much air as in a relaxed state. All right? The second piece happens is that we try to drive with our chest. So it puts us off balance. Okay? A lot of people think I'm off balance all the time because I'm falling. That's not off balance. My balance is here at my center. Okay? That's how I move backwards. I don't push my feet, because if I push my feet, look what happens. My head dips forward, all my targeting is down here. It's bad. I essentially allow my butt or my center to move so that my feet have to move. And look, still perfectly straight. Still can throw high blows. Okay? Also, it's very fast. Okay? Watch, I'm going to charge you, and you're going to go backwards. You ready? Go! Okay? Now, let your butt, we're going to do this really slow the first couple times. Just let your butt lean back and let your feet follow, push it, and let your feet follow you. You're essentially falling. Ready? Okay. Just let your body carry. Okay? Now a little faster. Okay, ready? Lean your butt down, sit, go. Exactly. You notice now, it's also a lot less energy because you're not pushing, are you? Okay, a little bit faster, not a lot, because you're going to fall down. Takes a little time. Ready? Go. And see how you're perfectly straight and you can still throw blows? That same happens if you want to move outside angle. Okay? Exactly. Let your butt sit down that way. Okay? Let your butt sit down that way. Right? Because if you try to do that with your feet, what happens? Move up. Exactly. You got to shift weight. And that loses time. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and you just let your body, your butt shift over. Let your center rise over your hips and follow it. Ready? I'm going to attack this side first. You fade that way. Ready? Go. Okay? See how easy that is? Now this time I'm going to attack that side. Do it normally. Stand good forward stance. Do it normally. Go. A little bit more work, ain't it? And then once you turn, once you pivot, once you get back and pivot, you're kind of stuck, aren't you? Right? So center is very important to keep your chest up, keep your angles high. Okay? Because we all know you're here like this, leaning over a guy, what happens? Bad place. Okay? And again, flat snap, the real technicality is sword pushes. The reason why this works so well is because it's not telegraphed really well. You know, there's no telegraph to it, or at least not as much as something swinging. It pushes out. My decision on where I'm going to strike here or here is made at the end, not at the beginning. Thus, if I make it here, I can't change it very easily. Plus, from here to here, I lose targeting. From here, targeting is still very good. Okay? So that's how we can push that offense out at your opponent. Plus, you don't see this. Okay? It's just natural. It's like train. You don't see that. Okay? You see the movement here. Well, that movement's very close to you. You see that movement here. Okay? And specifically in here, I have to roll this to get the hand into the right position. Hands pointing. Okay? Elbows off the body. Okay? And that, you know, I didn't even teach a long time ago. But elbows off that body. And what's happening is this elbow's kind of rolling in, and I'm curving right in behind your shield. And I'm popping up at the end. Okay? Let's try it once more. Sword up in front of you. Hip in front of you. Pop it. Yeah, pop it. Come on, find where it's open. Exactly. Do it again. There. Okay, so that opening changes. Watch, right?
You know, you're clear. He can't sweep.
Well, where's the open?
He's got no chance.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. What you can do too is watch. Go ahead. Over the sword. Over it. Ah, break that hand down. Okay, to get on target, you have to break the wrist down. It also shifts the power down at the very end. Ready?
It looked good, and it looked like it was there, and the guy's hands are up, and he just comes right over the top, and you have no chance. That's what I got killed with the crown.
Get the idea? Is that all right?
That's great. The one thing that if you could talk just a little bit more about before court, describe that sitting.
The center, the sitting and falling, the leading.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Especially as it relates to the blow, not just movement.
Okay. Once again, that example follows into this blow also, and that is. Here we are on our back foot, okay? Again, if we're not, go ahead and stick on your front foot for a second, like you normally do. Okay? Now, you're going to block this shot by shield, right? Well, that's what I want you to do, because I'm going to raise it and hit you somewhere else. Now watch. Put on your back foot. All you have to do is fade away. Okay? You see? Easiest block is not be there. With your center back over the back leg, you'll notice that you can bend much easier, right? Put your center over the front leg. Can you bend? Yeah, you can. And the same thing happens for a shot. That's how we develop range. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, you hit me from a million miles away." No, here I am. Watch. We are out of range. I'm moving my foot an inch forward. I am in range. Didn't move my body. But now I'm going to shift. Notice my body's still straight. Okay? And again, my sword is traveling across the body, so if you're throwing a blow, what happens? If you throw a blow, it's a block. All right? So here we are. Force is delivered forward. Bang! Okay? And we're driving with the hip. Because if we drive with the shoulder, it's too big of a recovery.
Hey, Brannos, you may want to talk about the bang, too, to combine the whole thing, so for the timing piece on it.
Hey, you trying to kill me here? Okay. And then later what happens is we throw more shoulder and more hip into it. So the final look of this is here, we deliver from the hip, shoulder rolls in, bang!
And the bang is to set the timing.
Okay? And that's how we get more power into what we need. No, really, it was good. Okay, but you notice, go ahead, ready? You gonna throw at me without moving? It's gonna be hard, huh? Because you know I'm out of range. Okay, but I'm in range, I can throw. Okay, fake to the head, again, shift. Belly shifts over my hips. Fake to the head.
Your hands come.
Like, is that what you wanted a little bit more of?
Cool, yeah.
You're technically not on.
Thanks.
We'll go through spear